Oh yeah, this is so 2000s with the shaky cam and everything.
There they are. My favorite characters. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we are back, sort of, for a thing. You read the title, you know what video you clicked. The idea here, though, is that some of you may now be asking, wait a second, didn't I already see Gundam 00 on this channel before? Yes, back in the day, me and Griffin reacted to Gundam 00 in its entirety, back when we were doing things a different way. Now, a number of things have changed since then. First off, over 30% of the reaction has been blocked by YouTube, something I only discover offhand because I don't get any notices on half of these things, so I'm getting shadow blocked in that regard. So, regarding that, we edit in a different way than we used to, so it's possible that I can then keep this entire reaction series up on the channel. Additionally, going to take things more serious than we did last time. Those of you that saw me last time know that I was joking through the whole thing, and I fucking hated most of the characters. I can say that half of that's probably going to change. We're going to do the normal thing. We're going to keep notes. We're going to do a board, and where time allows, respond to comments that y'all might have. And, yeah, generally more interactive than before. You might also notice this is the old overlay that we used last time. If you're familiar with it, a new overlay is in the works. Expect that probably around somewhere between episodes 6 and 10. Don't know. We'll see. Other than that, obviously, as I said, I know Gundam 00, but in the regard that I wasn't really paying attention. So, like 10 things over 50 episodes. Lessons know anything about Gundam 00?
Aside from the fact that the main Gundam is pretty powerful. Is this the one with the satellite gun?
I will confirm or deny nothing, because obviously I come in with foreknowledge and I don't want to spoil anything.
Well, if it is, then I know that. If it isn't, then I don't know that. That's probably all I know. And I think there's a scene where one of the Gundams is staring down from a high place that some people were like, oh, no, don't shoot us. And that's about it.
Was it not Socrates that once said, all I know is that I know nothing?
I know very little.
All right, well.
Except for what you described to me, that it's a remake of Wing?
Yeah, it's yeah, in the same way that, yeah, what did we watch? What are we watching? Seed.
Gundam
that Seed is a remake of the original Gundam, and apparently Zeta, as it seems to be. So, yeah, in that regard, we finished Wing just recently, and are now coming into this. Which is ironic, because when me and Griffin watched it, I believe I told you before, we had just finished Iron-Blooded Orphans, so we had kind of a different backing going into it.
Yeah.
All right, well, that said, again, we don't have any pre-existing stuff to go over, because normally this is where we would do our board or comment response or notes, etc. But we got none of that going in. So, with all of that done, let's just go ahead and hop on in and see what we get.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
2301, Kyrgyz Republic.
Oh, child soldier. Okay.
Wouldn't be Gundam otherwise.
Yeah.
Almost a BattleTech feel to it, I feel like.
Yeah. They look like modified construction, man.
A stuffed bear this time. How about a doll? So to be the person controlling the mech and be like, oh, a kid, open fire.
Yeah. There's your Gundam.
Yeah, maybe not your Gundam.
Well,
You have no idea who you're being drawn as. Apologies to
No.
everyone. We have to talk over the opening. Know that even
Yeah.
though I am currently talking and Lessons can't fully hear the music because I am talking,
yes.
we will be going back to rewatch on our own individually to take notes and then coming back to discuss those notes that we then take. So what you see us watching isn't the only time we will be watching it. And we then might also have commentary about stuff that we see in the opening, because I know I tend to do that in my solo stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I had a thought that I was going to bring up. But yeah, again, the element of being a mech warrior. Sorry, I didn't know what to say
Yeah.
there. Because it looked like Battletech sort of shit.
Yeah.
To be a mobile suit operator, to see a kid and just like, that's my target. Then again, you heard the loudspeaker. Some
Yeah.
war, a holy war.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, what was the show that I was talking about that I said it had a song in it that sounded like Gundam 00's opening? Because this is the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
God, it was either Gundam Zeta or something in Gundam Wing. Had to have been. Must have
No,
been something
this
in
doesn't
Gundam
sound
Zeta.
like Zeta. No.
No. See, if I was able to give the example back then, you'd be like, oh yeah, I hear it now. Because that was the part from the other show. But since I knew that we were going to be watching this, what's that,
So
6
this
years
is on
later?
we got 24th century, and we have
No, but was it
Space
was it
elevators.
2301 before? I forgot what year it said.
23. Yeah.
So this is 6 years later.
Right off the bat, we have flying. Well, I guess we have flying mobile suits.
Well, yeah, but you can see the modifications it has specifically to fly.
モビルスーツイダクト AEU 初の太陽エネルギー対応
AEU.
AEU は軌道エレベーターの開発で遅れをとっているせめてモビル
What does the AEU stand for, though?
したいのだろうおいいいのかい
Unfortunately, I know, so I can't share.
Yeah.
もちろんよく
I mean, you'll know
Allied
soon
Earth-
enough. This is basic information.
Allied Earth Union?
No. Also, this guy, the blonde hair guy, looks like a character from Iron Blooded Orphans, and that was the joke me and Griffin were making back in the day. Like, it's the
Yeah.
same guy. He just jumped shows.
どうもこうもうちのフラッグの猿真似だよ独創的なのはデザインだけだね
I will say flags are their mobile suit design. That's why he said it's a blind imitation of our flags.
集音性は高いようだなみたいだね
Orbital elevator, you already heard him say that somebody else is lagging behind in their orbital elevator.
エクシア目標地点を視認 GN 粒子の散布目標到達と同時に終了させる
GN particles.
目標対象確
Interesting.
認予定通りファーストフェーズを開始
So, like,
You saw the thing in the pre-opening with all this weird shit coming off of it, right?
yeah.
You see this thing's dragging shit behind it too.
練習中だぞ下がらせろレーダー反応ありませんサンゴですカメラで追え
Cloud Raider?
なんだあの機体は始まる
あアンノーンがどうしてこんな時
モビルスーツ
I will say this is the show that I have the biggest problem with telling the difference between people and their helmets.
あの光
イナクト聞こえるかイナクトパトリックくそ通
信できん。どうなんだ。どうした。
通信が
不良か。
皆さん誘導に従って避難をお願いします。味方ではない。
とにかく
どこの機体だ。
And yet, so many people still sitting down and watching.
Yeah.
人格連か。ま、どっちにしても人様の領土に土足で踏み込んだんだ。
Union and Human Reform League, he just mentioned.
あ、バカ。何をする気だ。あの機体にどれだけの開発費を。いいチャンスですよ。これでいなくとの価値は上がる。
Yeah, if it's successful.
So different nations have different mobile suit
Well,
types.
you already
right?
heard about the flag, and now this is
Yeah.
an act. I would be surprised if you've never heard somebody in Gundam fandom talk about Patrick Colasar.
Oh, Vibroblade.
エクシア、目標を駆逐する。
なんと。
They can now push a button if you eliminate the enemy's hand. Well,
Oh,
this
this is
speaker
not a
still
mock
works.
battle. Yeah. This is the real thing.
失礼。何を。失礼だと言った。
I can do whatever I want, so if I say excuse me.
ガンダム。あのモビルスーツの名前か。ガンダム。
I believe third generation?
エクシア、ファーストフェーズ終了。セカンドフェーズに移行する。
またあの光。推進力もなしで。どうして。
Questions I feel like you'd be asking normally.
Yeah.
なるほど。最新鋭機いなくと。パイロットの安全性は確かない。
I don't know. Everyone watching me fail, I hope they do forget who my name is.
軍備増強路線を行く AU への牽制。いや、警告と取るべきか。だとしても、ここまでされて
Well, they have shields, I guess. Well, it makes sense. No wonder people were not so eager to.
I know there are shields. They could
Well-
just be like, I don't want to say plexiglass, but you know, equivalent of whatever it would be in a military operation.
Celestial being.
Talamos. Surely not a name I've mispronounced many times in the past.
Talamos, yeah. Like Ptolemy.
Yeah, just I've never said the P.
Yeah.
そんなに硬くならないで。私たちソレスタルビーイングの初お披露目よ。ド派手に行きましょう。はあ？お酒
Still heads up.
マジですか？
You might be being drawn as her.
私は作戦を考える係。後のことは任せるから。
I legit think if there's any character in the show who's like you, it's her.
コンテナローディング終了。ジュリオス、カタパルトデッキへ移動。
Interesting ship design. They're moving away from the aircraft carrier in space. If this is the same people.
ジュリオス、カタパルトデッキに到着。
What do you mean, same people?
カタパルトボルテージ230から500。
This is another Gundam that is being launched.
射出準備完了。タイミングをキュリオスに譲渡。
I have control. キュリオス、作戦行動に入る。
Oh, yes, you do have control, apparently. I have control.
第二軌道エレベーター。
Heaven's Pillar.
Reforming, orbiting, having
こ
pillar.
の
everything.
先進性軌道ステーションで今、電力送信10周年を記念するパーティーが華やかに行われています。パーティーには軌道エレベーター建設に関わった人格連各国大使、関連企業、軍
Just so you know that they're in space.
I mean, also, if this is your first time in space, fucking nightmare.
いただくわ。
Okay, front service o'clock.
そんな顔していると
ええ
男が下がるわよ。
You think this is the fan service? You are unprepared.
始まりました。お嬢様。
I mean, it's a beginning.
ついに彼らが動き出すのね。
ソレスタルビーイングのガンダムマイスターが。
Okay. I guess everybody has energy weapons. There's well, in the 24th century, I guess, yeah.
Coming down the orbital elevator.
やはり AEU がピラーの中にまで軍事力を。
Oh, we have our own Harrow too.
こりゃさすがの刹那でも手を焼くか。
Again, it would be like the second show that I ever saw Haru in. My first was Witch from Mercury. This was the second.
ロックオンストラトスの初陣だ。
Again, Lock-On is such a inconvenient name. Especially if you're in combat all the time. I have Lock-On. They've taken Lock-On. No, I mean...
Sniper unit.
デュナメス、目標を狙い撃つ。
With a literal mock-up gun inside the cockpit, I guess.
Whatever helps.
Yeah.
You know, like playing an old arcade machine.
Yeah.
And yeah, your sniper's name is Lock-On.
終了だ。
あのモビルスーツが AEU の戦力をあぶり出してるって？
ああ。AEU が条約で規定されている以上の軍事力を保有していると
Is
世
it?
界に知らしめようとしている。これは牽制と警告だよ。
どうしてそんなことを？
それはあのガンダムとやらのパイロットに聞いてくれ。しかし。
And of course, they're driving a Humvee, a futuristic Humvee. So we don't have space stations, I guess. Oh, I guess they have shields. Some sort.
またいいセンサーに反応だ。
I don't remember if we've seen like a shot of the Earth or something from a distance yet, so don't particularly want to comment on that until we get at least a shot.
了解です。
映像拡大します。モビルスーツだと？バカな、デブリに紛れるなんて。シールドの干渉で。
Oh, these are not.
身体にだって。
These are other guys. Oh.
それだけの覚悟ということだ。テロですか？第三防衛隊にスクランブルを要請しろ。
That didn't sound like an emergency. It sounded like just somebody activating a.
Completely different uniforms, completely different helmets.
Yeah. The music here.
This is the other guy you were almost about to be drawn as. When I superseded and said, no, the drama's the woman.
Okay.
Again, I feel like you're more like her than him. But, you know, keep an eye out for him in case you think I was wrong.
あらあら、自分たちだけゾロゾロと勝手な人たちね。
非難されますか？
まさか。でもさすがスメラギさん。見事な予報ね。
D3 エリア、アローワンスマックス。自発部隊スクランブルまで300セカンド。アンノーン D3 キー光線エリアより。コントロールより各機へ。アンノーン、キラー接近まで。0287。
The signs are interesting.
Well, I mean, you know that this is the top of the
elevator.
Yeah, orbital elevator.
Yeah, this looks like they're using bullets in this case.
different group. You saw the other guys wearing different uniforms, and those guys were firing energy weapons.
Yeah. How did she know that?
You'll have to find out.
I guess he's part of the group.
You'll have to
That's why she
find
wasn't
out.
concerned.
I would say this is one of the only, I guess, 3 Gundam series I've read any manga for as well. I thought I had read the backstory manga for this, but it turns out I read the 3 deep backstory, and there's like a 4 deep backstory as well.
That's a very chunky gun.
Nice,
I
very
guess we're not
chunky boys.
disabling these guys anymore. Like, no, we're gonna shoot to disable. Not this jackass. Oh, he's the chunky guy.
Well, there you go, saying what you're thinking. Well, this would be my favorite character. Meanwhile, in Tokyo,
Union Special, they're gonna that US SEEC. So I guess the Earth is divided into different blocks. Human Reform, AU.
テロリストと思われるモビルスーツにより高機動ステーションにミサイルが発射されました。しかも正体不明のモビルスーツがこれを迎撃。この映像は偶然居合わせた JNN クルーがカメラ
Oh yeah, this is so 2000s with the shaky cam and everything.
there they are. My favorite characters.
モビルスーツ？
どこの軍隊？それがわかんないんだって。
Unknown military.
事件の最新情報です。
We already know that they established themselves as celestial being, whatever the fuck that means. Hopefully you check the video before you air it.
Yeah.
That's just standard procedure. Uncut.
地球で生まれ育ったすべての人類に報告させていただきます。私たちはソレスタルビーイング、機動兵器ガンダムを所有する施設武装組織です。
武装組織？
ソレスタルビーイング。
私たちソレスタルビーイングの活動目的は、この世界から戦争行為を根絶することにあります。私たちは自らの利益のために行動はしません。戦争根絶という大きな目的のために私たちは立ち上がったのです。
A very different opinion to what Seed might think.
Yeah.
領土、宗教、エネルギー、どのような理由があろうとも、私たちはすべての戦争行為に対して武力による介入を開始します。戦争を幇助する国、組織、企業なども我々の武力介入の対象となります。私たちはソレスタルビーイング、この世から戦争を根絶させるために創設された。
You already said that. There's on loop.
Yeah, but I mean, you might not have been paying attention at the beginning. Patrick, my second favorite character.
この人、世界が変わっていく。戦争を戦争で解決させるだなんて。
I mean, yeah, apparently that's the goal.
It's the cycle, right? C told us that's the cycle. How will you break the cycle? More cycles.
リボンズ、始まったよ。 人類の変革がね。
私たちは立ち上がった
ハレルヤ。世界の悪意が見えるようだよ。
全ての人類に向け
人類は試されている。
領土
ソレスタルビーイングによって。
それは悪行よ。
私たちは
I mean, the goal is noble. Question is,
止められない。
俺たちは世界に喧嘩を売ったんだ。
That normal Haro saying everything twice was bad.
yeah,
Welcome to 3
three
times.
times
分
over.
かっている。俺たちはソレスタルビーイングのガンダムマイスターだ。
It's the weird grammar of Japanese
Yeah.
that he says celestial being when the subtitles say Gundam Meister, and then there's a pause, and then he says Gundam Meister, and the subtitle says celestial being.
Yeah, because it's
Lessons. I
object.
just told
yeah.
you the weird
Yeah.
grammar. I already explained it in my
Different
what the
grammar.
joke is. It's weird because it's different.
Oh, it's just different.
No, Lessons. I'm going with a heavy jingoist attitude all of a sudden. Sometimes the things
Yeah,
I
this
say are
final
very
song
confusing.
is okay, I guess.
Oh, it's horrible. Look,
Huh?
I already said this isn't exactly my thing, but at the same time, look, if this is like the reimagining of Gundam Wing, you could not go further askew than total pacifism to let's war the Earth's wars. Like, legitimately, you had to have been... Sorry, you had like a lag spike there. Legitimately, you had to have been looking at Gundam Wing and saying total pacifism. That's fucking stupid. And then swung, like, pendulum swing, right? We start off heavy on the left, total pacifism, to way over here on the right. Let's fight the fighters.
Yeah, the global
Long live
police,
the
basically.
fighters.
Yeah.
戦争行為の根絶を
favorite
体
characters.
現する機体がガンダムである。だからこそ、パイロットは感情を律せねばならない。次回
Oh, at least they're telling us why they're emotionless. Like, yeah, the job, it's what the job requires.
Well, I mean, yours are the first thoughts, so...
It's an interesting premise. Not unique, of course. We've seen it before. One version or another, Gundam. You know, we saw Seed. We saw Wing. And this is another take on this.
No, I mean,
Well, Seed Destiny.
Seed didn't do it this way either. Seed was
No,
the
Seed
question.
Destiny-
Seed was always...
Yeah.
Seed was... If Wing was the left-hand swing, total pacifism, no fighting whatsoever. And this is the right-hand swing. The only way to stop the fighting is more fighting. Then Seed is the middle of, God, how do we fucking solve this problem? You know? Seed didn't have an
Yeah,
answer. That was the answer in Seed. There is no fucking answer. This is,
Seed-
there's an answer, and here's an answer. And Seed is, well, I don't fucking know.
Well, Seed Destiny Freedom had an answer, which is basically the same thing here. It's like, oh, we're going to stop all fighting by fighting whoever fights. You know?
Oh, Seed Destiny Freedom is a movie. It's a movie
Yeah,
that's
but-
separated from the events of Seed Destiny by a number of years, and the existence of the Ubermensch.
Yeah.
Sorry, the Ubermensch, because there's already an Ubermensch in Seed Destiny, or Seed,
Yeah, the
Coordinator.
coordinators.
and I can't remember what they're called in Seed Destiny Freedom.
Yeah, they call something else.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. I can't remember what they're called, but they're literally,
And then that.
what if Superman had an even Superman, you know?
Yeah, mental powers. What if we were better and we had mental power abilities as well? Like telepathy and all that stuff.
But yeah, no, point being is that I would say that is the triumvirate of how do we solve war. Wing, 00, Seed.
I think it should be.
I said
00,
triumvirate, and I
001.
listed 3 things. What's the confusion?
Then you had the pendulum, and I think you were still going with the analogy of the pendulum.
Yeah, I just did. Am I mirrored? I'm saying left is Wing, Seed, 00.
See, you said it. You put 00 in the middle as opposed to putting on the other side.
I don't recall that being the case, but whatever. You know, because
Well,
I've
it's
done this
recorded.
like 7 times now. So
Well, it's recorded anyway. Yeah. I mean, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to how the story's going to go. Action packed beginning, multiple governments, which are a little better understood. Like, oh yeah, no, it's not, because when I was watching Seed, I was like, and who are these people? Who is this group and that group? I spent half of the time going like, and you are, and he
There
was
was
like, okay,
legit like
yeah, at least
two groups in Seed.
yeah, but I still was wondering what the hell they meant by their names. Right here, it seems to be more straightforward.
Oh, well, you didn't. I don't think you implied that they were confused by their names. It seemed like you were just confused by there being two groups.
No, I was confused because
Three groups. Actually, there was three groups if we're counting Orb. Although it's weird to count like an individual nation and then two, the Earth and everything else.
Yeah. But I was confused for a while. Here, it seems like the Earth is divided in multiple national groups.
List them.
Supranational groups. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember it off the top of my head.
Give your best example. Your best.
AU. Then you have the people in the elevators, and then you had Japan. And I think I'm missing two more, plus Celestial Being.
Well, you're missing one more if you're counting Celestial Being.
Yeah.
And correction, as I think you could take this as inference, the people with the orbital elevators is everyone.
Oh.
Then he said the one guy, who I don't know if they've implied which group he's from yet, you might be able to pull it from the fact he's driving a Hummer, says their orbital elevator is not complete yet, or something like that. They're still doing something on it, implying that one, they have an orbital elevator. These guys are working on an orbital elevator.
Mm-hmm. Well, kind of reminds me of the Ace Combat 7 plot line. Yeah. Which was also around an orbital elevator as well.
I only played the one, and that's the one that features the thing to shoot down meters.
Yeah, that's
6.
Yeah, it's
or 4.
The prequel. I think it's 4. And what's the name of the? It's
something skies.
No. But I'm talking about the name of the location itself, which is based on a monolithic.
I think it might be Monolith.
No, but it's in England. What's this very famous monolithic
Stonehenge.
construction name? Stonehenge, yeah, same name. They're a lot of fun.
Obviously, I can't talk about all that much because, well, it's not that I remember a whole hell of a lot, but the element is it's going to be that I know stuff, obviously, and especially here in the early bits, I cannot just like come out and start, oh yeah, this is that, this is that. You should probably be better served watching and not me just telling you shit. Also, if we were going to do something like that, probably like episode 3 when we come back with notes and I can, I don't know what the fuck my notes are going to be at this point. Separation of feelings from the future with what's happening in front of me.
I'll certainly have to list each group. They do mention them near the end. So it's like, okay, this is this, and this is this, and this is,
Well, yeah, happens. I mean, obviously, I think from the start, I'm going to start doing the board in the factionalization. And factionalization that's only being represented by what's on screen.
Yep.
As I was saying before, though, if you remember, I told you about a manga that I was reading, Gundam manga, that featured a guy with an explosive collar around his neck. That was this one.
Oh.
He's not in the show. He is a manga-only character.
Oh. Sucks to be in. I guess somebody did push that button.
Oh, they did. I told you about it. No. I call it a prequel. It's like the earliest stuff that's going on. Technically, there's a prequel to it. I read it because I thought it was the first thing. And it turns out there's an earlier thing to that, in that one of the characters in that has a backstory of their own that goes back even further. But no, yeah, that guy, it gets pushed. I told you that there's they detonate it because he's doing a thing which is technically for the betterment of everyone, but it's against their orders, and it gets activated and boom, explodes, and you see like literally the front of his mask go completely filled with blood. But I guess it wasn't like Suicide Squad level explosion because he comes back.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, he's like, I mean, he is I wouldn't say he's well, I guess he is exactly the main character. I never finished it, is the problem. But when I was talking about its backstory, it's also congruent. The events of the show are actually happening in the background. Like, certain things will happen here that we will see, where technically he is present but hidden in the background or something like that. Like, he'll be doing a thing, and then he'll interact with the character after the scene that we see in a way that doesn't really change anything. And then he's off doing his own thing. And there's other things I could say, but those would spoil things in the future. I mean, the things that like flesh his character out more, I can't really talk about because there's elements of the show that interacts with, and I can't like spoil that.
Yeah.
I'm sure anybody that knows Gundam 00 knows exactly who I'm talking about.
That wouldn't be me.
No, I just mean he's a very distinct looking character with a very specific attitude type, which is, I would say, common amongst 90s anime characters, but maybe not so much this show. Like,
very edgy.
Yeah, I would describe him as edgy. Edgy is probably the one word you could describe him as. Well, I think he's a prisoner. That's why he's got the explosive collar on him. But he also dresses like you would think somebody like that would dress, and acts like, that's right. He's handcuffed the entire fucking time. The only time he ever gets unhandcuffed is when he's going to go in the machine of war.
Yeah, kind of hard to operate it without, with handcuffs. Not impossible, but hard.
All right. Well, anyway, final thoughts on episode 1?
I'm intrigued enough that I want to watch more.
Oh, sorry. The other element that I was thinking of, when we started watching this, me and Griffin, it was after Iron Blooded Orphans, which I think has a better art style than this one does. So this one kind of felt like not a huge leap backwards, but like still a step back. Well, I don't know. Again, the element of the blonde guy kind of looks like a character from Iron Blooded Orphans, so maybe they're comparable. Whereas we're coming off of Gundam Wing into this, which is like, this is a huge step forward. So
yes, in time and in quality.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe it'll make all the difference. I don't know. And again, watching it with a different person will then also give different impressions.
See what happens.
All right. Well, with all that said, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?